Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm Siddharth and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I shall be breaking down one of my latest projects. This project is a remake of a section of Yanni'S Until the Last Moment. Let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, so before I begin, I would like to let you know that the 27 tracks here are all audio tracks. These were originally MIDI tracks which were made using BBC Symphony Orchestra plugin. Had to convert them into audio tracks so that my DAW doesn't crash when I'm doing the basic mix. And the first 4 tracks you can see here are provided by the pianist Ashwin Mandot. Do check out his Instagram page, link in description. Listen to the first 4 tracks which were sent by the pianist. As simple as it sounds, the main thing I had to do was take on the channel EQ and make sure to increase the brightness as you can see here. And also reduce the sharpness and the shrillness of the piano. This was mainly because when it was recorded, the sound was a bit mellow. So I had to make it bright so that will become the point of highlight when I'm making the track. And obviously the string pads were causing a lot of distraction, so I had to make a high cut so that it's not too sharp and not that noticeable. And also in the pre-mix I panned it to the hard left and hard right, so that's the reason you can hear it in both sides like this. The next thing I did was add a bit of air sound in order to support the vocals and the strings. Let's take a listen. And the ooh sound that you hear right now is just a stock Alchemy preset which you can find as male choir. The thing is, I took the male choir and pitched it up so that it sounds exactly close to the original. And then I added the main strings, the studio string preset in the Logic folder. I just made a simple note. Take a listen. And I've panned it slightly towards the left so that it sounds more close to the overall orchestral panning chart. After this, I had to add the trumpets. Again, these were the studio trumpets from the Logic folder. The trumpets are simple Logic sound which I had to reduce the sharpness and add a bit more warmth and a bit of low cut to get that feel. Now these instruments you see right here are all from the BBC Symphony Orchestra Discover plugin from Spitfire Audio. Take the BBC plugin and had to play violin 2 in order to play the main melody. So it's slightly panned towards the left at around 45 degrees, and then I added the violin 1 which acted as a counter melody beyond 45 degrees towards the left. So it is a simple melody which starts from A major. Once again, I used the Make Warmer EQ preset from the Logic's channel EQ so that it's not too sharp, and I added a bit of reverb. The preset here I used is a conservatoire. So that's exactly how you can hear the violin preset from the track. Next we move on to the viola. It was just simple chord progression of A major, E major, F sharp minor, C sharp major, B minor, once again A major, D major and E major. So let's take a listen to the viola section once again. A major, E major, F sharp minor, C sharp major, B minor, A major, D major and E major. So basically the chord progressions you heard right now also apply to the cello and the bass section. So let's take a listen to the cello first. So cello comes under the sub bass section, and once again I use the BBC plugin in order to play the cello right here, and I panned it to the right as per the chart shown. You can see here it's panned further from 45 degrees towards the right. So let's take once again a listen. So as you heard in the starting, there were a few notes. Use the long preset right here and click on the cello section. So it's basically B, E and plus 1 octave E. So there's not much going on, it's just a simple notes. And once again applied that to the bass section as well. Let's take a listen to the bass section. Here there's not much chord progressions because it'll dilute the overall melody. The same chord progression as what I played for the viola and cello, except that it's 2 notes instead of the regular 3 notes on a chord. Let's take a listen. Once again, let's go back to the BBC plugin. Now we can see the plugin here. The bassist is a bit more further away from the cello, meaning there should be a little less volume compared to the cello, and it's also further in the 90 degree 180 degrees to the right. That's how the panning was done for the bass. Let's move on to the kick. So for the kick section, I did a high cut once again. So not much to worry about at the kick. You can choose any random kick from the Logic stock sounds and just make sure to high cut it. So the kick sounds more like a heartbeat. For the transition to the main section, I just added an orchestral crash. The orchestral crash and the kicks are again from the percussive section in this plugin, the BBC Symphony Orchestra. All you need to do is go here, click on percussion, and you can find here. So that was the orchestral hit I used earlier. So that's main section. Then I didn't do much after this because I wanted the piano to have more focus in the end element. I just added a simple analog pad, exported it as an audio file. The analog pad is from the Alchemy preset. So that's it. There are only about 28 tracks. I had to repeat it twice so that each of them have equal amount of volume without going above the accepted 0 decibel level. All you need to do is make sure that you give brightness to the elements which are in the main focus. That is, in this case, it is mainly the piano and the other supporting elements like strings and the trumpets. After that, you give support mainly to the violin and the violin left. Make sure to keep the piano in the center. Here I did it less than 45 degrees to the left and right respectively so that I can enhance the width of the overall sound of the piano. Let's take a look at the mix channel. As you can see here, not much EQ has been applied. This is mainly because I had already applied EQ in a certain places. So these are just correctional EQs which I had to add during the basic mix process. I added gain to certain elements which are not sounding right, and apart from that everything else goes well. I added all of these to the first bus, and in the first bus I made sure that some of the dull sounds got refreshed, added a limiter to increase the overall volume, then added an ozone imager plugin from Isotope, one of the free plugins, reduced the width so that it doesn't pan too hard, and then slide space designer around minus 46 dB. Also, when you're adding the reverb to all of these elements, just make sure to check the pre-delay section so that the reverb doesn't start off immediately diluting the overall tones. Let's take a listen to the entire remake. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel. And also make sure to hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any updates.